Guys, it's your friendly biology teacher out here to tell you about our next unit of study, and that's going to be plants. So I thought nothing better than to come out, enjoy nature on this beautiful day, and talk about some of the plants that we might see in our backyards or in this green space not too far from my house. So the first plant I want to point out, when we think of plants, a lot of times giant trees come into our mind. They can be as huge as the redwoods out in California, but we also have some mighty trees around here, including the state tree, the loblolly pine. See the pine cones? We also have some other common trees, include the sweet gum tree and its gumballs. You can also find, maybe in your backyard, an elm tree with these kind of jagged leaves, or even the mighty oaks. But trees aren't always big. When we think of trees, or when we think of plants, we might also think of smaller things, some shrubs and bushes. As you look through the undergrowth of this green area, you can see lots of shrubs and bushes. And you even have vines growing, like honeysuckle vine.
Yum.
Or if you're not careful, you might get like this three-leaved vine growing back on this tree. Don't mess with that, that's poison ivy. But those aren't the only things that are plants. Those are some of the more obvious, but sometimes plants can be kind of small. Come join me in this little path into the woods. Maybe hiking through the woods, you come across a patch of what looks like green carpet. Well, this green carpet is actually moss. This is a non-vascular plant. They don't have any, what we might think of as veins. Plants have xylem and phloem, but moss don't have that. All right, come on.
Thorns.
We've got a little more.
Thorns.
Maybe it's an area where there's not a lot of trees and a lot of open ground, and you can find a lot of grass growing. Obviously, some weeds in there too.
And rock.
There's a lot of variety in plants. So plants, a couple things. Remember, they are autotrophic, which means they produce their own food. They use chlorophyll to photosynthesize the sugars they need, taking full advantage of the sunlight. That's why trees grow tall, as they try to reach up to the sun. But plants also have a lot of vascular tissue in them. When you're talking about things like grasses and trees, we call that xylem and phloem. You'll learn about that as you go through this chapter. Plants can range in a whole variety of sizes, from the small mosses. We're talking about plants, not animals.
Aww.
From small mosses to the mighty trees. But plants also have to make more plants. And that's why they produce flowers. So if we look down here, we see a couple little flowers, part of the aster family. A little bit farther down here, we see a bunch of yellow flowers. These are all plants trying to reproduce. The flowers. And after they have been pollinated, they produce seeds, and they have different methods of seeds dispersal. You just saw some seeds being dispersed there as the wind blew them. Now, as we go throughout this chapter, we're going to hopefully introduce you to a lot of interesting things about plants that you didn't know about. They're a pretty cool creation of God's. We couldn't live on this planet without them. And He put a lot of variety in the plants. And if you take time to really look around, you'll find that plants really are a pretty cool creation of God. So as we go through our assignment today, you're going to be asked to watch a video. It's kind of a long video, so if you need to split it up over a couple days, that's fine. It has a lot of cool slow motion footage of plants. You can see time-lapse footage of plants and actually see how plants move through the forest. So it's a neat video. I encourage you to take advantage of it. Again, kind of be in awe of the diversity that God's put on this earth in the form of plants, and look forward to learning a little bit more about this kingdom. All right, you guys have a great day.
And also, plants need water.